Hi, so this is a quick video to show you how to make a rank abundance curve in Excel. So I want to make a rank abundance curve for these example communities that were in the text. And so I'm going to start with community 4. And here you've got 2 A's, 1 B, 2 C's, 3 D's, and 2 E's. And so basically I want to take the information about their abundance and then calculate the rank and then calculate the relative abundance and then make a plot of that. Okay, so I've got that open in Excel. And so I'm going to start with community 4 here. You've got your species, and I just kind of randomly put them in there because that's kind of cool. B, D, A, C, E, and there's their abundances. Okay, so first off, I want to get their ranks, and the ranks are easiest to do if you first sort these guys. So I'm going to go to Data, Sort. I'm going to sort by their abundances, smallest to largest. And now I've got them sorted. And so, oops, strike that. Sort abundance from largest to smallest. That's going to be better. Good. So now I can say here's the rank, 1, 2, and now these are all 2's, and so it doesn't matter what order I put them in. 3, 4, and then B is certainly 5. So yeah, anyway, you get it. And now, so that I can compare communities that have radically different absolute abundances, it's a good idea to actually do this on relative abundance. So I'm going to make a new column, relative abundance. And to calculate the relative abundance, I'm going to make a new thing that is the total abundance. And I'm going to put that in this column. I'm going to say equals sum, that's the summation function, and then I highlight all of the cells that I want summed, and I close my parentheses and hit return, and there. It has added all of those things up. In this case, of course, it's super easy. You could have done that in your head, but with large real data sets, you have to do something like this. Okay, so to get relative abundance, I take each species actual abundance and then divide it by the total abundance in the community. And so species D has a relative abundance of 0.3. Okay, and now I want to copy this formula down, but when I do that, I don't want the reference to this total abundance to change. And so remember, the trick is to put a $ in front of the row and columns. And so now, if I highlight that and then copy it down, I get the relative abundances of the rest of those species. Okay, and so now, conveniently, I have my X column to the left and I have my Y column to the right. Remember, this is what I want to make. Here's my X column rank. My Y column is relative abundance. Here's rank. Here's relative abundance. And so if I highlight both of those guys and go to charts and go to scatter, I have multiple options. The best one for this is a straight marked scatter. There you have it. There's my relative abundance for community 4. And I'm going to change this scale so that it goes from 0 to 1, so then I can compare all of my communities on a common axis. I don't want this legend. It's kind of annoying. All right, so that's gone. So this is now community 4. If you feel completely comfortable with that, I would suggest you stop watching. I'm going to go ahead and do this for communities 3, 2, and 1. All right, so for 2, I want to get the rank in there, and these are both the same, so it doesn't matter. 1 and 2. My relative abundance. Abundance. All right, so I just know that that's 0.5 and 0.5. Oops. Okay, and so now I'm going to make this, and now you're about to notice that Excel tries to fall all over itself to help us and make things good, but it's about to screw up royally. So I'm going to make my straight marked scatter, and what the heck is this? Nonsense. This is nonsense is what it is. So I have to go into here and modify the source data, which is really boring. I know I only want one series. And so my x, I have to tell it explicitly what x values I want it to take. These are the x values. All right, and now what y values do I want it to take? I have to tell it explicitly. I want these y values. All right, and now it should be okay. Right, good. Okay, so now I've got my rank here, and I'm going to change this axis so again it goes from 0 to 1 so I can compare everything and see what's going on. And I'm also going to extend this x-axis out so that it goes to 6 so I can compare that stuff too. Here we go. Scale 0 to 6. Awesome. Let's delete that. And it didn't put a title on there, which is kind of annoying. Is there a way to do that? There's got to be a way. Chart area. Properties, font, fill. I don't know, man. That's annoying. Can I right click? This is quickly becoming boring. I'll figure this out another time. Sorry. Okay, so moving on to this community, got to get the ranks. And I'm going to go ahead and do the sort. Data sort by abundance from largest to smallest. Okay, now I've got 1, and now it doesn't matter what order I put those guys in. And here's my relative abundance. And here's my total abundance equals sum. Highlight those guys, close off the parentheses. All right, so now this is equal to A's abundance divided by the total abundance in the community. And now remember, I want to go and put in my $sign so that that doesn't move. And now I can copy these guys down. Okay. And now I can make my rank and relative abundance curve. Okay, this one. See, if there's more than 2, then it does the right thing. If there's not, it does the wrong thing. All right, change my scales. 0 to 1. Change my x-axis, 0 to 6. Okay, so now I can compare everything, apples to apples. And finally, this one is going to be another annoying one. Rank is 1 and 2. Relative abundance. Of course, I could go through all the rigmarole. I'm not going to do that right now. I know this is 0.9 and this is 0.1. And now I got to make a chart that's going to fail. So I have to go in, source data. Maybe there's a better way to do this. If anybody knows a better way to do this, please let me know because this is annoying. Okay, so there's my x. Here comes my y. Good. Let's remove series 2 because it's annoying to me. Okay. Good, so now there's our graph that's already from 0 to 1. That's great. But this is not from 0 to 6, so I gotta change that. 0 to 6. Okay. Delete that. And then maybe I can just, to make all this consistent, just delete the title on the other ones. There we go. Okay. So yeah, comparing all of these, you can see that community 4, well, community 3 is really the most even because you just have this straight line going across. But community 4 is also incredibly even because it's got a pretty flat line. Community 1 is super uneven because you've got just this practically vertical line. Yeah, community 2 is also quite uneven because you've got this practically vertical line, especially for the most abundant species. Yeah, okay, so this is what you're going to see in the textbook. I just made it. That's what it looks like behind the scenes. Have a good day.